Hello everyone. Well, I'm trying to testing all the audio and the microphone. So here we go. So welcome to lesson 2. We are very happy that you are in the lesson 2. On this lesson, we will learn a lot about some great topics on Android. But in this masterclass, I would like to talk a little bit about dependency injection. Uh, we we are right now. We can watch all the topics on lesson 2, Dart and hands-on. We have a good things about dependency injection. Some stuff about the user interface. On this lesson, we be able to create a Twitter API. Using the Twitter API, we create a great stuff on Android. So let's start with the first topics, which is dependency injection. So I have a presentation. So right now I will change my application window. So let's do it. We will talk about Dagger. Okay. After that, you watch all the videos about dependency injection. The Dagger is a Android library, which is very common to use to create dependency injections. But the first question is, what is Dagger? So Dagger, the acronym is direct acrylic graph. It's very easy to explain what is Dagger. It's a framework that exists for years with a whole variety of API for configuring and injecting. So right now we have two Android libraries for Dagger. We have the Dagger number 1 and Dagger number 2. The Dagger number 2 is the first implementation to full stack with general codes. And we have some difference between Dagger and Dagger 1. So after to explain what is Dagger and how to use, we will be able to create we will be able to create an application using Dagger. So the first thing that you need to know about Dagger is that Dagger 2 is a dependency injection framework. It is based on Java specification request or JSR. It uses code generation and is based on 4 annotations. The general code is very relative, easy to read and debug. But Dagger 2 uses following annotations: the module, provides, injects, and components. But we have an example. Here we have a coffee maker. You can see we have the mug here, the coffee, and the coffee maker. So we create application using Dagger, like we are create a coffee maker. So the coffee maker has a heater, has a thermosiphon pump, which is when the water passes and converts to very hit. So we have our application coffee app. Our freeze object is coffee maker. We have a pump. We have a thermosiphon. So if you see here, we have some helical. So the thermosiphon helical to pump, pump to helical to coffee maker. So here the first class about the thermosiphon implements to pump. We have a fuel, or we create a new object which is the header. So we are starting the header in the constructor. We have a here a override about the pump. If heater is hot, we pop in. We can declare the dependencies. So here's the first step is to define the dependencies. We use the inject annotation. You can see here the inject to define a dependency. If you annotate a constructor with inject, Dagger 2 can also use an instance of this object to fulfill dependency. This was done to avoid the definition of loaded provides methods for these objects. So here is the other example that we can declare the dependencies. We can declare dependencies from to fields, or also we can declare dependencies to the constructor. So it works. So don't worry about it. You can declare like a field or like a method, constructor. Sorry. So for our instance, we have the modules. So to start, I would like to explain the term dependency injection. And it's typically used to describe the set of objects which can be injected. It's very easy. Set of objects which can be injected. So in Dagger 2 or Dagger 2, classes annotated with arroba module are responsible for providing objects which can be injected. Such classes can define methods annotated with provides. So methods annotated with arroba provides can also express dependencies via method. So we are here satisfied dependencies. So for example, if we need an object injected like the header, like in the first sorry which here. So we are injecting the header object. So but we need to satisfy this dependency. So that's the reason about the module, because the module provides or satisfies the dependency header. Always that we are injecting the header, we are creating a new electrical heater. So it's very easy. So there are other things that is very interesting. Is very is the way that we need to know is about connecting consumers and providers. And we have the arroba component, which is used like an interface to generate codes. The base partner for generate class is the Dagger. It's just prefix followed by the interface name. So the component interface defines the connection between the provider of objects, which is the modules, and the objects which is expressed with a dependency. So we, like a summary, we have the annotation arroba module. used on class which contain methods and annotate screen provides. We have the arroba provides, can be used on methods in classes annotated with the arroba module and used for a method which provides objects for dependency injection. We have the components used on interface. This interface is used by Dagger to generate code which use the modules to fulfill the request dependencies. So what to do Dagger to satisfy dependencies? Dagger use a graph, but on many applications we need to create that graph. So that's the example about the how to create a graph. We are creating a new instance to a object graph. We are creating new instance for a coffee maker. And that's it for, we have other here overrides about the module. We are creating a new provide header, but this provider is a singlet because it's a creation of partner, right? Okay, so let's do a new app using Dagger. So let me share my screen let me share is this. Okay, we will create a new Android application using Dagger. So the first thing is create the Android project. So here's that. We create a new package here, which is NDX. Next, basic activity, I think, can work. Next, finish. So we have our first Android application here. So you can see the whole application. So the first thing that we need to do is configuring the Gradle and the all the build Gradle files that we have. So as first thing that we need to do is configuring the Gradle setup. So we start we search the build Gradle from app. We change to projects. Okay. So we have here all the dependencies. So we need the Dagger 2 dependency. I have some troubles here with my with my connection, so I'm so sorry for that. Okay, so we are adding a new dagger. The first one is about the comprise. The dagger, I think we don't need the APT. Okay, so right now we have our dagger. We can see here if we have our dagger. Yes, we have our dependency. Dagger 2.13. Okay, so we are create a new package, which is let's name how I can name this a model, a new package which is model. We are create a new class called model. Okay, so tomorrow we are create some fields like we have the RPM. Here we are create all these errors and gets about the RMPM. Right? Get answer. Got it. We will create a new model which is called ICO. R, like R. So here, first thing is create the motor, private motor, because a car has a motor, right? And some other interesting things is because a motor needs to be accelerated. So the car, you can increase the speed. So you have something like this. And you can stop the car and you can see the speed. Easy to easy. Now we need to create a new module. So we create a new package which called index. On this, we are creating our first module, which is called car module. In this car module, we can create some provides. We need to mode. So the first screen is motor, and the other thing is the car. Motor. Okay, we are create a new car. Yes. Car. Right. And these two, we have our first module. So right now, what happens if we run the code? Probably we don't have, we have all good. Yes. But for this thing, we need to inject the model. So over that we are injecting the model, go to the car model and try to provide this new model. So what happens if we to do this? Everything okay? Now I need to create a component because the component is the bridge between the graph and all the modules. So card, card. Oh man. Oh, car component. Car model. It's an interface. Here we are providing provide car. So now our main activity, we need to create a new component on the create. I think it works very well. So the first instance is about car component is which is dagger car. Let's see what. Let me. Um, have some troubles here because I am using a new Dagger version. I think we have a new stuffs. So I'm so sorry for that. Okay, sorry guys for all the troubles. I have some issues here. So let's continue with the explanation about the lesson number 2. I have some troubles with Dagger, so sorry for that. Okay, so we explained a little bit about the lesson number 2. We have some resources we can check. All about the dependency injection. One thing that you need to know is about the Twitter. What we want to create, but the first thing that you need to know is that we are using the new Twitter stuff. So let me find. This. Okay. So yeah, that's is very useful. Please, you know that Twitter Kids 3 makes sense some important changes to how the SDK and Twitter application is working. So there are some essential maintenance that you need to perform to that you use the Twitter kit from Fabric. We don't have more Fabric to create a Twitter app. So if you search something like Fabric Twitter, we found this other stuff, but we have other stuff here, right? So, but we are searching the Twitter. Okay, so we have some instructions about to upgrading from Epic, from Fabric, sorry. So we have here the same information that all have on edX. So we have some instructions. So please try to read because it's very important. So I think all this tutorial doesn't work with the new stuffs. So please go to developer.twitter.com/n/docs/publisher tools/Twitter Kit/guides/fabric. Please read all related to upgrading from Epic, from Fabric. Sorry, that's is very complicated to say. So we have a new stuff to create our Twitter app. The second thing that you need to try to do is if you are extending content, sorry. Yeah, we need to update our new Firebase. Let me search. Yes, here we have all the explanations about to create the Twitter app, but I think the videos are all. So please, is more convenient to go to developer.twitter. But we have all the great content here. So the definitions are great. So please take a look. I think that's it for all. I don't have some spectators, and I don't have any questions. So thank you so much for being here. If you have some questions, you can go to the discussion or the forum. You can create your all discussions, and we try to create a good answer. So thank you so much for all.